What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I hope y'all are all having a fantastic weekend so far. Today, I'll be revisiting one of my oldest, I think it actually is my oldest remaining video. This was from like a year ago. This will be Hulk versus Broly, but I will be using base Savage Hulk, both consistency and high-end feats. The reason I'm redoing this is because I feel like I downplayed Hulk in my previous video of him by thinking it was necessary to bring up amped versions of him, and I currently completely disagree with my past statements, and I'm just here to do a redo, just another take of this very popular discussion. And I hope y'all enjoy this. And without further ado, let's get started. Consistency. Hulk is easily able to throw hands with Thor and even overpower him. Go toe-to-toe with Hercules, who is actually Thor's equal in power. Well, strength-wise he is. He's beat up Gladiator, who can, again, go against Thor just fine. He's matched Juggernaut and even defeated him. Juggernaut has done things like beat up Hulk, though he's beat up Thor before. He's soloed the X-Men multiple times. In his higher end feats, Hulk has fought the UFOs. In this battle, the effects of this shook and threatened to destroy infinite dimensions. And keep in mind, each one of these dimensions are infinite in size, so he was threatening to destroy infinite stacked on top of infinite, which is ridiculously broken. Hulk has punched through a time storm, and he's one-shotted I think, it wasn't the Shadow Realm, but I can't remember what it was. It was Nightmare's dimension, or the Nightcrawler's dimension. This said dimension was outside of the infinite Marvel multiverse and should technically scale Hyperversal and possibly baseline Outerversal. And he's even overpowered, having all of reality thrown at him by Vector. Speed-wise, he's consistently kept up with Herald tier characters such as Thor and Silver Surfer, Gladiator, Hyperion. All these characters can warp space and time with just their raw speed alone, and can fly through and back through time. I'm not saying Hulk is fast enough to run through time, but he is fast enough to in combat speed to keep up with these characters. He's actually caught and intercepted Mjolnir, which can travel infinite distances in moments, and we've seen him tag and start throwing hands with Silver Surfer just fine. Durability wise, he's taken hits from Thor and bounced back from these attacks. He shrugged off Asgardian weapons, tanked a full scream from Black Bolt just fine, taken a blast from Galactus and just got back up. He's powered through having reality thrown at him by Vector, regenerated from having 90% of his body mass destroyed, and he did this in seconds. He's brawled with Hercules, withstood the force of infinite dimensions, and I just had to put this in here. One time, Hulk and Umar, the sister of Dormammu, had sex, and the force of them going at it was literally ripping across the universe and could have potentially destroyed it. This technically belongs in the strength category, but I just had to mention it somewhere because it's just freaking hilarious. Intelligence-wise, Hulk isn't known for tactics or strategic methods in combat. He normally doesn't rely on his intelligence. He just beats your ass with his raw power. Skill-wise, he's a solid brawler. He uses his environment to his advantage, but isn't a remarkably skilled fighter. Hacks gear. It's been explained that Hulk's power is limitless, stated by the Beyonder. Hulk's power comes directly from his anger and has no upper limit. Hulk has one of the best healing factors in Marvel. He can fully recover from fatal injuries in moments. He's a force of pure power and rage, and without Banner holding him back, he becomes something much, much worse. Going on to Broly, even in his base form, Broly was capable of going toe-to-toe with Super Saiyan God Goku and Vegeta. In his wrathful form, he started kicking the living shit out of Super Saiyan God Goku, matching Super Saiyan God Blue Goku in combat. And keep in mind, Super Saiyan God Goku should scale universal, and Blue Goku and Vegeta should be multiversal, universal plus the multiversal range. When he entered Super Saiyan form, he was just way too much for Goku and Vegeta, even in their blue forms. In his legendary Super Saiyan, he was holding his own against Super Saiyan Blue God Gogeta, and the effects of this battle broke through their dimension and destroyed the dimension they were in. So you could easily put Broly in raw power in the multiversal range. Speed-wise, he has the speed to easily keep up with Goku and Vegeta. He's even blitzing in combat. This should give him inaccessible speed, since these characters have fought in timeless areas. Not to mention, Broly has his power creep ability, which helps him adapt to his opponent's speed very quickly. And this power creep ability also works for power, strength, skill, but I just mentioned it here. Durability. Even in base, he was brawling with Super Saiyan God Vegeta. Wrathful form was unfazed from strikes from Super Saiyan God Goku. He was brawling with Blue God Goku in this form. Super Saiyan form was simply way too much for both Goku and Vegeta in their blue form. And finally, in his legendary Super Saiyan form, he was holding his own perfectly fine against Blue God Gogeta. And like I mentioned, this fight was strong enough to shatter through dimensions. Though he did eventually lose this fight, this is still very impressive for Broly nonetheless. Intelligence-wise, once Broly starts raging, he completely loses control of himself and goes purely primal. So there's just no reasoning with him. He just goes for the kill. Despite lacking training, Broly has the ability to adapt to his opponent's fighting styles and copy them nearly instantly, which was shown when he went up against Vegeta, and after a few moments, he was able to easily match him in fighting skill. Hexing Gear. He has abilities consisting of flight, key manipulation, fight adaptation, power boost via rage, and most dangerously is his potential. As a Saiyan, with the right training and opportunity, he can be one of the most dangerous characters in Dragon Ball. So, who wins? Well, in my opinion, this will be a very fun matchup to discuss and watch. It really depends on how you break it down. Consistency versus consistency. I do think Broly has what it takes to contend with Savage Hulk. But using high-end scaling, it becomes way more one-sided due to how much bigger Marvel's cosmology is than Dragon Ball. Even if you want to argue that the universes in Dragon Ball are infinite, which is completely fair, you have to remember, so are Marvel's. But the multiversal size difference is absolutely horrible. The Marvel multiverse is infinite in size, whereas Dragon Ball at one point had 18 universes. So, I mean, Hulk's high-end feats just blows Broly out of the water. Not to mention, Hulk has the speed and durability advantage, and his limitless power potential just seals this fight, in my opinion. Hulk takes this fight. Victor, Hulk. Anyway, guys, thank y'all so much for listening to this matchup. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Tell me what y'all think about it in the comments down below. And anyway, guys, you'll have a good night, and I'll see y'all later.